our backs for years.
Definitely more majors like that are just involved in the CPT. Like I would love that in the US.
Yeah, I also think we also just have to evolve in our mindset too, because I understand like we have a lot of grassroots stuff in our scene, but at the same time, like we do want to like somewhat have an income while doing this, because we have to evolve at some point. I'm an idiot.
I think
Which is why I would, yeah. To yes and that, I was gonna be like, are we really like grassroots anymore?
I think
like,
grassroots is doing irreparable damage to the brand at this point.
Thank
right?
you. That's all I'm saying. Like,
it's almost an excuse at this point to not pay you. It's like, oh well, if you're grassroots, you do it for the love, right? And it's like, hey now, I got bills, man. I got rent to pay. My grass is not green over here.
Grassroots is also an excuse for some people to just act like idiots and just because they don't want to like get with the times and not be disrespectful. They're like, oh no, this is grassroots. You wouldn't understand. Enough of that.
Yeah.
Enough of that. Stop making grassroots a bad word.
No, absolutely.
Like,
I think
because they're competing for $1 million. I'm sorry, Brad. Go ahead.
No, I agree with all of that. I think there's an element of like some people are trying to have their cake and eat it too, right? Like I want all the esports dollars. I want all the, I want all of the, money and acclaim and viewership that comes with being. That's unfortunate.
I knew something was sus. I was losing. It was your internet.
But yeah, like we can't expect to be treated like a high tier industry if we're not prepared to act like it. So yeah, there's going to be growing pains. I think one of the things was the FGC's been slow to adopt because we always had a foundation that was more grassroots. But I think the result of that is, again, to bring it back to the history, we have done a lot and learned a lot for ourselves and also watched other industries make mistakes that we don't have to make now.
Right. Exactly. So why repeat what we're doing? We're supposed to evolve. These people didn't, go out making only $100 per big tournament just for us to be making $100 per big tournament now. I'm not saying we're doing that now because the pots are definitely bigger than they were before. But I'm pretty sure if you're doing something you love, you'd want to, be recognized and, get money for doing something that you love as well. It's not about the money, it's also about the passion. But at the same time, if you're passionate about something, wouldn't you want to be happy, and successful? Like,
yeah.
Definitely. I think the reality is if the expectation is that you're going to be performing for like an audience and generating income for people, and you're expected to put in enough time to compete at the highest level, if there's industries built around it, you need to be compensated fairly. That's just a question of like labor values. You are laboring by putting time in to play these games at the highest level. There either is a market for that or there isn't. And if there is a market for that, the money needs to be there. That's just an economics thing.
Not to mention, I really can't consider a game like this, especially Street Fighter 6, grassroots, quote unquote, if we got players competing for millions of dollars. I really can't, like, I see a disconnect right there, and it's just like we're not grassroots anymore. Video games are already a $1 million industry. I'm not gonna say billion, but I will say that they're a $1 million industry, and especially fighting games. And it's just like, bro, like we don't have to.
There's a big B on that game industry, man.
Well, yeah. I think Banjo means like esports and competitive video games rather than just like the video game industry. Like we're not talking
not the video game industry as a whole, but like at least the FGC is a million. Like excuse me. I would say like video games aren't like $1 billion industry. Like I'm not saying like that as a whole. Like I'm not saying it's $1 million industry. What I'm saying is that like competitive video games is definitely $1 million industry, and like. I think there's way too much money to be considered like, oh, hey, we're grassroots, and I think it's a term that like you said, Doc, it's hurting, rather than helping.
All right, I think I got this. I got this. One battery, he's dead.
Oh, damn.
Don't jump.
Okay.
Don't jump.
Are you telling you? Okay, I was wondering. I'm like, all right, I can't see in real time. I wondered if you were telling him not to jump or if you were telling you not to jump.
He said everybody. He said I'm talking to everybody right now. I'm talking to stream. I'm talking to us.
Damn, he might have just won this shit. Yo, for real, he won. Oh shit.
bro.
Wow.
Naji's so good.
Damn, feet.
Nah, don't say that. Don't.
Feet.
No, don't. You don't have to do that.
That's just the fact, though. Oh man, you know what? How have I only just put together that they're actually bare in this outfit?
It took a while. I know. It took a while.
How could you not? She wears a size 16. You see those feet? Very large, like Manon feet.
Ugh.
Right. Long pontoons, bro. Canoes.
Jesus Christ.
It's true, bro.
The man knows what he
She
wants.
got the kayak on the hood.
Yeah, I'm telling you, dog.
She's in the Subaru Forester. You know she got a Subaru Forester.
Is she taking JP White Water rafting after this?
For sure.
I'm jumping.
Oh, that jump in should have worked.
Bro.
That pressure.
I fucked up.
I believe in you. It's fine. It'll be fine. Oh, no, that was unfortunate. Actually, seeing it happen in real time now.
Okay, the defense. All right, Naji.
See, like, you're doing such a great... You were talking about how Juri can win this matchup when she can, like, play and get in that pocket. You're doing a much better job than against Todakaya of making this one happen. Is Roy just, like... Is there something about the ground game that you're just having an easier time reading, or what do you feel like is going on? Oh, that execution error isn't great.
It's more of the play style. You can try and keep Juri away, but you know, at the end of the day, it's still Street Fighter. You still have to establish some type of offense. I think right now it's just he was establishing, oh, I want to play defensive and keep you away, but he's not establishing, you know, you're low on meter. Let me try to,
Right.
you know, let me establish more
you.
pressure on you. Yeah, exactly. I didn't feel
That's
pressured.
fair.
I just felt like I could just keep doing whatever the hell I wanted.
Word. I get that. So I did think of another question that I think is going to be interesting, and I'd love to hear your answer to it. We're talking about history. We're talking about all this stuff. What